What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we're showcasing a team featuring Primeape and Shadow Ninetails, a couple of unique picks in the Go Battle League. These are in the Remix Cup, brought to you by Santhor Lothbrok. Thank you very much, my man, for the submission. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing the name. A terrific lead against the Obstagoon. In comes a Bronzong, and a little bit slow. Probably would have been better to switch right away into the Ninetails, but I've certainly done the same thing where you just kind of like get it off to calm yourself and try and stall the clock a little bit, because that damage is so oppressive. Sometimes it's like, oh gosh, what do I do? So I might have done the same thing in that situation. But yeah, probably would have been better just going straight into Ninetails. Weather Ball takes out the Bronzong, and man, this Ninetails with Fire Spin Weather Ball, it's really nice because Weather Ball is 35 energy, so the counts are going to be 4-3, 4-3, because Fire Spin generates 10 energy per move, so you're getting like 40 energy, then 30 energy, which is 70 divided by 235. So it gets to Weather Balls really fast. Doesn't necessarily need to shield. It's a cross chop. These counters do so much to Obstacle, double super effective, and they actually simul KO in the backs of Registeel, and this is game over because Pelipper should be able to beat Registeel. I'm not sure about every shield scenario. I think Reggie probably wins in the zero shield, but with the shield up, there's no question that Pelipper wins, because Pelipper can easily tank a Flash Cannon, and 3 Weather Balls plus all the wing attack damage should be enough to take out Registeel. It takes 14 turns for Reggie to get to Flash Cannon, so yeah, the Reggie gets to 2 Flash Cannons just before the Pelipper gets to 3 Weather Balls. But if the Pelipper is able to sneak in a wing attack, it actually will get to 3 first. So GG's there. Pelipper takes care of business and takes out Mr. Registeel. G to the G. Let's transition into our next match. I think Shadow Ninetails is a really good pick because a lot of people don't respect fire a whole lot with their teams in the Go Battle League. In the Open Great League, it also has a pretty good matchup against Galarian Stunfisk just because it really outpaces it, and Rock Slide doesn't really KO, so the Stunfisk kind of has to build up to Earthquake. The opponent, I kind of like what they did there. They don't have an obvious answer for the Pelipper, so they stayed in, did a lot of charm damage, and now the Vigoroth just needs to land 1 Body Slam. So this becomes more comfortable for the Vigoroth. This trainer knows that he needs to shield. He needs switch advantage to really have a chance, because that Primeape is just going to not be able to do anything against the Clefable. So he's actually able to take switch, which is huge. In comes Clefable. You've got your Ninetails now matched up on it. This is amazing. If it doesn't have Psychic, you resist everything. Oh man, I don't think you can shield this. I don't think you can. Oh, yeah, you had to let that go. And there's a Quag in back. A Shadow Quag. This is not good. This is not good at all, mate. This is not good. I like just going straight for the Night Slash. Don't even bother building up. I guess you could have built up at least to maybe get the shield, but it wasn't worth throwing the close combat there. Earthquake comes in. The opponent overfarmed. Oh my gosh, and they live with 1 HP and get to the move. And it's an Earthquake. That's definitely going to one-shot. Shadow Quagsire making an appearance and able to sweep. That was pretty cool. Yeah, you had to let the move from Clefable go, because I think they didn't build up past Meteor Mash anyway. But not knowing what's in back, really need to save a shield for Primeape in that situation, because most likely it's not going to be a Psychic on the Ninetails and it's going to survive. And I think if you save that shield for Primeape, Primeape I'm pretty sure beats Quagsire just straight Night Slash in the 1 shield. Another Charm lead. Save swap Pelipper. Pelipper's such a great save swap, guys. With a few wing attack advantage, it beats a lot of things that it shouldn't beat. Like, it can flip the Mandibuzz matchup with a few, like maybe 3 wing attack head start. In comes Obstagoon. The opponent realizes that Obstagoon's not going to be able to do much against Primeape, so I think they're basically just letting it go. We're not going to see a shield from Pelipper. I don't think it gets to another move. No, that KOs. Sorry. There's a Toxicroak in my throat. Or maybe a Politoed. But Primeape counters down. Immediate switch. Because the switch clocks were delayed, he's able to farm down. That is huge. And there's a Scrafty in back. And man, oh man, that farm down right there, because of the delayed switch clock, I think is going to allow him to win this game. These Weather Balls really chip away. Honestly, just needs to get a shield here, and then can just save a shield for Primeape and close combat. Oh, that's game. Getting the last shield is game. No reason to shield. Just save your shield for Primeape. Primeape has energy already. It's only like 1 or 2 counters away from the close combat. 2 counters away. Shield this just to be safe, because there's no way they bait you and still get to a foul play. Close combat coming through, and this will do more than enough. This probably one-shots from full health. Let me know in the comments. Go on PV Poke. Let me know how much a close combat from a Primeape does to a Scrafty. Let me know how much it does to an Obstagoon too. That probably, my guess, Scrafty, it does 101.7% to an Obstagoon, 152.9%. Off the top of my head, those are my guesses. 27, Sanai is the opponent. Santhor trying to get another win on the board. Let's keep this awesome set going. Primeape into Medicham, not a good lead. Medicham beats pretty much all the fighters. I really like the Pelipper safe swap. And some of you guys might be saying, why would you switch Pelipper? Because that's your hardest counter to Medicham, versus Ninetails is like your soft counter. Well, Pelipper is so much safer than Ninetails. I don't think you can really safe swap Ninetails, because Ninetails is going to get pretty hard countered by like water types, like a Politoed, or a lot of different water types. So I actually like the Pelipper safe swap in that scenario, even though it's technically his hardest counter. Then you probably just Night Slash. Oh, actually, you don't even need to, because okay, this is fine. Do some nice chip damage. This is valuable chip damage as well. He's staying. Interesting. Maybe he knows what's in back. What does he think's in back? Takes the Ice Punch. There's a Bronzong in back. And the opponent swapped. The opponent was trying to snipe. The Primeape. Primeape has a Night Slash stored. Unfortunately, these confusions do really add up, and he doesn't want to get countered down, so he does have to throw his energy. Gets rid of the Bronzong. And man, look at the Fire Spin is a really good fast move, to be honest. It generates energy pretty decently fast, and it does a lot of damage as well. And he's in pretty good shape. Do you let this go? Oh man, that would have been a huge call. But all he really needs is to get to the Weather Ball, and he does. So he's in good shape, because now, after all this Fire Spin damage, this Medicham is in Night Slash range, and he pulls a really nice swap here. Taking no chances. Primeape beats Medicham. Confirmed. Really nicely done to get the win there. Unbelievable. The scenes. Primeape coming in the clutch. Primeape hit Medicham with the 1-2 knockout punch. That's like my Teddy Atlas impression, if you guys watch boxing at all. I'm more into UFC than I am to boxing. I think the UFC is a little more exciting. Because, you know, boxing, I respect the heck out of. I could never be a boxer, but boxing's kind of like a limited form of fighting, right? It's like, let's have a fight, you and me, but we're only allowed to hit each other above the waist, and we can only use our hands. Versus the UFC is like an actual fight. Anyway, off topic. We saw Santhor have a terrific lead against the Melmetal. Now we're in this matchup. They're staying against the Pelipper, which is pretty... Oh, my bad. What am I saying? He swapped into Medicham. He counter-swapped with Pelipper, which is a very good matchup here. I wasn't counting. I'm not sure if this is a Psychic already, but he's not going to shield, and it's just a Power Punch. So terrific counting. Terrific counting. And these weather balls, assuming the Melmetal comes in, are really going to chunk. He's got 2 of them already stored. That's amazing. This Melmetal is going to have to shield something at some point. And he's got 2 counters for the Melmetal as well. So he doesn't necessarily... Yeah, I like the aggressive swap there. I like the aggressive swap there because the opponent was almost certainly going to swap. It was unlikely they were going to have anything much better for than the Medicham. So, like, I think that swap makes a lot of sense. Gets both shields. Oh, this is going to be tough, though, because this is going to be an Altaria with energy. Oh, but it's pretty low. This is like Weather Ball range for either. Do you shield this or do you let it go? I don't even know. You let it go, realizing that Ninetails is the win con. Probably could have swapped there just to give Altaria a little less energy, but it doesn't really matter so long as he lets it go. I like this play. In my head, I was like, you got a shield. But realizing that Rock Slide does more, he farms down. And in case the Melmetal had a Rock Slide, he still had a shield. Really nicely done. Gets off the Weather Ball. Weather Ball is enough to take out Melmetal. Melmetal is pretty squishy in the Great Leagues. That Weather Ball did probably like 70%. And that brings us to the end of the set. A 4-1, a Rufflet as the reward. And a terrific set from Santhor. Thank you very much, my man, for submitting me those battles. Those were pretty fun to watch. If you guys want me to shoutcast your battles, make sure to submit them. Link in the description. The spicier, the better. Or if they're like super high level battles with some like unique teams outside of like Azu, Medicham, Sableye, or anything super meta, I'm willing to shoutcast all sorts of stuff. Nothing wrong with using those teams either. If you're trying to climb, it doesn't matter what team you use. A team is a team, and there's nothing wrong with whether you're using like the Grasshole team or Azu G-Fist Core. But just for our sake, I like seeing new teams in action, new Pokemon that I'm not used to. So that's why I just encourage the spicier the better for submissions. All that said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.